Hey guys, I'm sitting here hanging out with my new buddy, Stella Kart. How you guys doing?
Good.
Great.
Yeah?
Great.
Really good.
So I hear you guys are on a fantastic tour with my favorites, Barlow Girls, and Voda.
That's right.
Yeah? So how's that like? What's going on with that?
Well, we're playing shows. We've
Playing concerts.
Yeah.
Some people call them concerts, some people call them shows.
Touring all over the country?
We do both.
Yep. We've been touring around the country.
Busy schedule?
Really busy.
What are some of your favorite places that you've been to so far?
On this tour.
Definitely New York.
New
yeah,
York?
I would say upstate New York would probably be my favorite.
Okay.
Been looking forward to this date since a few years ago when we found out about the tour. And
Are you guys laughing in here? Are they always laughing at you?
No.
Aw.
we've gone to a lot of cool places.
Yeah, I liked being out on the West Coast, so California. That was fun. Hanging out there. Of course.
Washington was cool.
Yeah.
So what makes one of these places so special? Is it the fans? Is it the audience? Is it the energy? Is it the venue?
The breakfast.
Yeah, in the hotel?
Yeah, it's my favorite thing that they have. When we show up to the show, the moms make us breakfast,
Aww,
and it's fantastic. These churches really take care of you.
that's great. So now you mentioned New York earlier, right?
Yeah.
It looks like one of your videos was shot in New York, yes?
Yep.
So tell me about that.
We've shot a couple of our videos in New York actually, and one of them was in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. We were shooting right around the corner from where they were shooting Law and Order, and then also we shot one of ours in Queens at Silver Cup Studios,
Okay.
and then another one in Manhattan. So we're all about New York with our music videos.
Fun.
Yeah.
So talk to me about some of the exciting things that are going on in the future with you guys. Are you going to be going into the studio as soon as the tour is over?
No, actually, this tour ends and we have one day off, and then we go into the rehearsal studio because we start a headlining tour 2 days after we get back.
Wow, you guys are busy.
So we don't take a break.
So how do you maintain your personal relationship with God and your faith in your crazy hectic schedule?
I think the biggest thing is you just have to take time. You just have to make time for it and read and just get alone and not be just too distracted throughout the whole day. And I think if you make sure and budget some time for it, then you can get through it.
So how does your faith affect your music? Either through your performances, through your lyrics, through your songs? Any personal stories?
I think definitely just mostly through our lyrics. We try to be positive and uplifting, and also just tell people about what we believe and why we believe it, and pretty straightforward. And I think hopefully we can encourage some people. That's what we're all about.
So what do you think makes your music and your band different than everyone else's? Like when they hear you, what do they hear that's different than any other band that's out there? Sound, style.
Just so much.
It's
really
just
hard
so
to,
many things.
Oh,
It's hard
it's
to
hard to
pinpoint
put.
one.
We're just amazing. We just are.
No, like we like to talk a lot about our, things that are very personal to us on stage. We tell secrets sometimes, and we're just kind of
We're
putting
very
it all
open.
out there. Yeah.
We're very open. Our lives are an open book for the fans.
Yeah.
We
Like,
wear our own merchandise on stage.
We do that too. I mean, John's wearing a Stella Kart shirt right now
Yeah.
for this
So
interview, so it's
I own
really
about
crazy.
40 of these, and this is about all I wear.
It's true.
What else is there?
Unique. You really never know what you're gonna expect at a show because it can go any direction. I mean, who knows what's gonna be said, what's gonna happen,
Like
who knows
last
what's gonna
night.
happen?
Yeah, anything
Last
crazy
night,
that's
yeah, the power went out. We were near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Adam ended up doing a few acoustic songs, and we felt like it was an appropriate time to have a hula hoop contest. And
Really?
yeah, I played ukulele on a song. Brian actually made an instrument.
It's called the accord, and it's a mop, with the kick pedal,
Okay.
and you hit the kick pedal hits the stick and makes a real high clap sound. It's really cool.
Wow, you guys are so creative.
Yeah, we've invented a lot of different
did
instruments,
that.
and a lot of people know us for our groundbreaking sound, and just trying new things that have never been done before, like that.
Now you mentioned talking about having a personal and intimate relationship with your fans, being an open book. How else do you keep in touch with your fans? Does technology have a large part to do with that? You guys do blogging and
Yes. Social networking is awesome, like Facebook and Twitter and MySpace and all that kind of stuff, and on our website and everything. So we've got all those things covered, and we get to talk to our fans, and they tell us if they're coming to shows or they post pictures on there. It's really cool to get to interact with fans.
So
like that.
tell me about your best or favorite fan story. Any like amazing letters, touching moments, fans who come up to you after the concerts, anything like that? How you've affected
Just
them?
last night we had a fan come up, and she's like an amazingly talented artist, and she always draws these like cartoon pictures of us, and whether it's an album cover or just a photo we've taken or photos from the show or whatever like that. So she actually gave us a folder with copies of all of her artwork and everything last night. So it was really cool. Stuff like that's fun, and then also we get emails and stuff all the time of kids having a great time at a show, and then also how our music has saved their lives, and so it's really awesome to hear that.
And I'm assuming that also encourages you and inspires you with your future music. What else encourages you and inspires you?
I remember, I think it was about a week ago, a man came up to us and he was talking about the title track of our new record, which is Everything Is Different Now. And he had just been going through a really tough time in his life, and problems that we've never faced, and it was just like, wow, this is a really heavy story. And he said once he listened to the record, when that track came on, he said this heaviness that he had been dealing with for quite some time was just lifted. And for whatever reason, God chose to use that song to, place joy back in his heart, or just, it was just really encouraging. We were all just kind of like, signing something for him, just like, thank you very much. Like, what do you say to something like that? But it's definitely inspiring to hear things like that.
So speaking of the new album, it just came out in February. Yes, you guys excited about that? Yeah. So that kind of brings a new energy, I'm assuming, in this tour, and coming up on the next one. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, we're actually having to learn our songs over again after playing them in the studio, and so it's fun. It's fun to play new stuff though. And yeah.
How do you feel like this album is different than some of your older stuff?
Well, it's called Everything's Different Now. So that's fun.
But no, but like how is it different?
This album's a little bit more of a worship style album, and it's kind of just another piece of who we are. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're turning into a worship band or whatever, but it kind of goes back to how we started. We started out in our youth group as the praise and worship band in our youth group, and so this is kind of just a record that goes back to that and just kind of shows the fans another piece of who we are. And also got to write some songs with the guys from Hillsong, Ruben Morgan, Ben Fielding, a couple of those guys on there. And so that was an honor for me to be able to do that, and some cool songs came out of that. So it's definitely a little bit different than the Stella Kart stuff of the past.
Awesome. Sounds fun.